What is up, you crazy animals? This is the Cinema Asylum podcast.
Happy October, you crazy animals.
So yeah, I am Matthew, one of the superhero sci-fi experts.
I am John Thompson, the action expert and the animation expert. I don't know what is happening to us tonight.
I don't know what's happening to you either.
I don't think he knows.
Well, he knows.
Oh.
He knows. Okay.
I'm Dylan, the other superhero and sci-fi expert.
Paul is out in his truck.
I'm the fill-in for Paul for the next 5 minutes.
So there's the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
That big.
I say, why don't you introduce yourself, buddy?
I'm Gavin. I am the, at the moment, recurring guest. Eventual, maybe. Is this better? I'm the eventual, hopefully permanent spot for now. And I just kind of dabble in a bit of everything, especially when it comes to theorizing about stuff. So yeah.
We got a fun episode coming up. We are going to be talking about what defines a horror movie and some of the subgenres of horror.
It's a good thing we're starting without Paul.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
Pretty fitting.
Who needs a horror expert on this episode?
Luckily, there are two horror franchises I really like, Alien and Scream, so this ought to be a good one. But
I think this might be
that you haven't seen Predator. I can't fucking believe you.
I know.
I think this might be Paranormal Activity because Paul's ghosting us.
As
always.
Here we go.
Started early.
I forgot to start my stopwatch.
Not even 2 minutes in. We're starting early.
But anyway, this is the second episode that you got to join us, Gavin, for that.
Yep.
If you guys have not listened to our Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, which we had so much fun doing that episode, your theories is just so interesting.
I'm waiting for him to be proven. I still have full faith in all of them.
I hope it actually does come true. But in all seriousness, thank you so much for joining us, and we're gonna have a lot of fun tonight.
Yeah.
All right. I'm so worried about the tribute, or should I say trivia. that Matthew's gonna give us. That's probably gonna stump us again.
I'm pulling it up right now.
Okay. While he's pulling it up, quick announcement I want to make about the upcoming video game podcast that's coming very soon. I'll be starting that next year in 2024. Mind Games, the video game podcast, the spin-off of the Cinema Asylum podcast. More information on that coming soon. I'm very excited to get started to talk about just things video games.
We're going to hold off on the trivia till Paul comes in.
Okay.
We'll go and start with what we've watched this week.
Sweet.
All right.
I'll start first.
All right.
So you don't spoil my plan.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So I started watching a new TV show this week. I started Thursday morning. Obviously started with episode 1. I am now ready to start with episode 3. Season 3. It may seem weird, but I don't know. Stranger Things have happened.
Are you watching Stranger Things?
I'm ready to start season 3 already.
Oh, hell fucking yeah.
It's so good.
So yes, I've watched 2 seasons since Thursday morning.
This second final season is coming out soon.
Yeah, 2025 actually.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. And I've made my way through more of the MNU. I finished Jessica Jones season 2. And I'm 2 episodes into Luke Cage season 2 now.
Okay.
But that's all I've watched this week.
Do you think it would be my type of show? Do you think I would like it?
What? Stranger Things?
Yeah.
I think you'd like it. It's not really that scary.
I've been wanting to give it a chance.
If you liked Alien, I'd say you'd like Stranger Things.
Okay.
I'd say it's a mixture of Alien, like the Goonies, Gremlins.
Goonies is a good movie.
Scooby-Doo. It's very 80s vibe.
Yeah.
I do love the 80s.
It's a tribute to 80s.
Yeah.
Okay.
Soundtrack and everything.
Yeah.
They even got one of the details right. Because it's set in a fictional town in Indiana.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There was a news report. It's been special Channel 8 news report. So they even got that we have Channel 8 here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I've been wanting to check out that show.
It's good.
Okay.
I like it a lot.
Yeah.
The big elephant in the room, though, John, it's not really a spoiler, so
okay.
It kind of is, but oh well.
I won't remember it.
I've got to get used to Billy Hargrove. I've still got to get used to him.
I know.
I'm used to seeing him as the Red Ranger.
I know. It's really fucking difficult. I know.
It's very different character.
Yeah, he's a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
So basically he is what they originally had planned for Steve.
Yeah.
Before he became the babysitter kind of character.
Yeah.
He was the original slated version for Steve.
Okay. So, do all seasons start around Halloween and end around Christmas?
No.
No.
Okay, because the first two did.
Yes.
Yeah, that was only the first two.
The third one
they don't
was
do
4th
that
of
with the
July,
third or the fourth. Yeah,
right?
third one was 4th of July.
Okay.
Fourth one was spring break.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, is it really? Okay. Interesting.
I don't.
It's
I
good.
might dig it now.
I've managed to avoid spoilers. I don't know exactly what happens. All I know is I've been told I'm going to love the season 4 finale.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fucking awesome.
I know there's something about a guitar, and it looks like in the Upside Down.
Yes.
Oh, dude.
It's one of the best fucking scenes in the entire show.
Not
It's
just
fucking
the show.
awesome.
One of the best scenes on Netflix.
Yes.
Okay.
Easily.
This is the best show on Netflix.
And the
For
fact
fucking
that
reasons
the
like
show
that.
is actually TV-14, it might be right up my alley.
And they're ending
so
because
Yeah.
Netflix is on its own career path just to
Yeah.
demolish itself.
Yeah, I heard as a metalhead, I'll leave the season 4 finale.
You're gonna fucking love it. It's
yeah.
awesome.
okay.
Yeah, it's like I think it's like 2 hours 20 minutes or something.
Yeah,
like that.
it's
It's
2 hours
a
and
long
19,
I
yeah.
have, so I won't get into it now because obviously you haven't finished it, and
I'll have it finished by next week.
I want to get into it when season 5 starts to come around a little more closer.
Yeah, we should definitely do TV reviews for season 5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, because I actually have a handful of theories for that as well.
Yeah.
But again, I don't want to say anything because it'll absolutely spoil the ending for season 4.
Right.
But also because it's just not around that time, so it's not really super relevant.
And yeah, I'm gonna assume you listened to that one episode where I told you that I got to watch Daredevil season 1, Gavin.
Oh man,
It's so good.
That's one of the best season 1s of superhero
dude,
shows I've ever seen.
it only gets better.
Yes, I
still
can't
have not
wait
seen
to watch
season
it.
3 though,
It's the best season.
because I'm watching it in order.
I finished.
I can
So,
respect
yeah.
that.
I
did the
finished
same
the whole season. Whole season 1 in just 2 days,
thing. Oh yeah,
and I was like in love with it. I was
Dude,
just
the
like,
hallway fight
yes,
scene?
yeah.
Honestly, even after finishing 2 seasons, Jessica Jones is still my weakest. I don't really care for it.
It's an acquired taste, I will say.
Yeah.
I think it's good. I think it's the
I mean,
think
it's a
it's the
good
third
show.
best.
It's a good show. It's just,
right.
it's slow.
Yeah,
Really
yeah.
slow.
I think it's the third best. I think Johnny Cage was actually a really good show. For
You mean
all
Luke Cage?
seasons. Or Luke Cage, yeah, Johnny Cage. I've been playing Mortal Kombat a lot.
Oh, okay.
How is
yeah.
Peacemaker in that? Or haven't you
He
played
hasn't
it?
released yet.
Okay.
He hasn't released yet. The Combat Pack 1 doesn't release for another few months.
Okay.
Yeah, so, like... Yeah, I think Luke Cage was actually a pretty good show for at least a couple first seasons.
I
I
have
don't remember if there are any more than 2.
There's 2 seasons.
Is there? Okay. So I thought it was pretty good throughout.
As of right now, I've got them ranked Daredevil, Punisher, Iron Fist, Luke Cage,
Dude, Punisher was so
Jessica
good.
Jones. I've only
I'm
seen
so
the first
glad.
season.
If I remember correctly, they've 100% confirmed.
Yes, John Bernthal is coming back.
I'm
Yeah.
so happy. He is Punisher
Yeah.
for me. He's phenomenal.
As of right now, it's going to be Daredevil, Punisher, Kingpin,
Mhm.
and I think
Echo,
they're in
right?
talks with Kieran Page.
Dude, I fucking hope so. I fucking want her to come back so bad.
I haven't heard
She's-
anything about Foggy, but I heard
think there's
Kieran.
rumors that they're either going to recast or not be able to have him on period. Like, I think there's rumors that he won't be able to go on period, so people are starting to wonder if they're going to recast, but I hope not. Because he was phenomenal as Foggy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I heard he's not coming back.
Yeah, but the issue you run into is Foggy is such a huge character.
Right.
Yeah.
Not only in the show, but in the comics.
Right.
Where it's really difficult to do something. Like, you could, in theory, just kind of do a whole, like, hey, there's this character that, for all intents and purposes, isn't Foggy, but is Foggy.
Right.
But, you know.
But yeah, I'll let you guys know when I do watch Stranger Things.
Yeah.
I'll
Throwback
let you
to
know.
2003, John Favreau played Foggy.
Yeah.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, and he was. I'm pretty sure he made a cameo, and also in 2003 called Elf. I think he made a cameo in that movie too.
He directed that movie.
Yeah, he directed
He did, and I love Elf. That's one of my favorite Christmas movies of all time.
Yeah.
Have you even seen Elf?
No.
Then you can't say that you don't like it. You've never seen the movie, dummy.
You do that all the time.
It's true.
So anyway, moving on. I'm going to skip over John and do mine next.
Oh, that's all
I'm gonna
right.
use my guest card privileges.
Oh, that's okay. Oh,
Um,
oh, you have a guest star privilege. Okay.
So I actually watched a handful purely because it's been a while, and I'm going to actually go 2 weeks rather than 1, just because I've been really active in movies recently.
All right.
Um, So I watched The Menu, which was a phenomenal movie. It's very much a Jordan Peele kind of horror. So it's a lot more of the elevated horror. It's a lot more like it's concept horror kind of thing. It's not like jump scare. It's not. Yeah, it's kind of suspense thriller slash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you mark off my 2 puns?
Reaches for.
I got one.
The Stranger Things have happened.
Was there another one after that?
There was the one before that.
Then no, I didn't get that one.
Yeah, there's 2. Make sure you count them.
He's making sure he's up
236.
there. But yeah, so
Some
The Menu
bitch.
was amazing. I know it's not his real name, but the Voldemort.
Ralph Fiennes.
He will always be Voldemort for me. But he was phenomenal. Like, he played his part perfectly.
Yes.
Could not have been better casted.
Yes.
I'm hoping to watch that before the end of the year.
Yeah, could not have been better casted. It's on Hulu. It's free to watch, aside from the subscription, obviously.
Yeah, I think it's
Highly
on Max
recommend.
too.
Yeah. It at
highly
least
recommend.
was.
It's a 4-star for me. It's really good.
Okay.
Another one that I watched, me and my girlfriend saw X in theaters. I enjoyed it heavily. I really did.
Have you watched The Creator?
I have not yet.
Dude,
good.
it's a masterpiece.
Is it?
I loved it so much.
I haven't yet, but I will.
I want to see it again in theaters so bad. I want to see it again.
I will. I've been wanting to, but it was a date night, and we were like, let's watch a horror movie. And we were going to see Nun 2, as
Yeah.
I tweeted about occasionally, but then we saw that Saw X was out, and we were like, nope, gotta see Saw. Gotta see Saw.
Did you see about the behind the scenes with The Creator?
I did not.
It was filmed a lot of, like when we did our Happy Death Day review.
Sure.
Rob said they used 2 $250,000 cameras.
Uh-huh.
The Creator was filmed on one $4,000 camera,
Wow.
a Sony FX3.
Wow. That's...
Yeah,
Wow.
and they barely used any CGI, no green screen. It was all on location.
Really?
Yeah, they employed Industrial Light and Magic from Star Wars.
Yeah, that's
to-
incredible.
yeah,
Yeah, I'll definitely have to check that out.
yeah,
That's definitely on my top 3 list of movies I want to see.
it's so good.
It's in my top 3 of my favorite movies of this year alone.
Another
It
one,
is.
yeah. Another one I watched that me and Dylan have already had an extensive conversation about is the newest Haunted Mansion remake slash reboot slash whatever it wants to be called. It was okay. In terms of overall movie quality, I will bend and agree that it's probably better just because it's more modern.
Yes.
But it had the same pacing issues that the original did, but because it was so spread out in its cast and it had so many people as a focus of a cast, you felt the pacing issues more. I feel like they weighed more heavily on the film overall.
Right.
And I wasn't a big fan of some of the casting because it really felt like, not that I don't think everybody did good casting or everybody did good as a cast. I think the cast, as usual, I mean, it's a bunch of just amazing actors. You're gonna have great performances, but like there were just a few casting choices that probably could have been better. Like I didn't believe for a second that Owen Wilson really was a priest. I'm sorry,
Interesting.
I can't see it. And I have a feeling that if Disney saw, just thought about that for a second, that it would be pretty hard for anybody to really see that. But again, it's not that it's not that Owen Wilson did a bad job because it's Owen Wilson. He does amazing in a lot of his stuff. It's just it wasn't the right casting.
Yeah. I thought the casting was I thought the cast actually did a really good job with their performances and the visual effects was great.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot more than a lot of people did. My biggest problem, the 2003 version, I couldn't get out of my head.
Yeah.
It's way better.
You can't
it's
go
way
into it
better.
thinking it's going to be like the original because
Exactly.
the only thing that it shares is that it's a haunted mansion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I liked the movie, but it's one of those movies that I liked that is one of my most disappointing movies of the year.
Well, and it felt like they tried really hard to make a team up Ghostbusters film.
I could see that.
Okay.
Like I
know it's trying to
got
base more on the
vibes.
ride. I know
I got
that.
very similar vibes from this movie than I did the female casted Ghostbusters movie.
Okay. Interesting.
I got really similar vibes from that.
Huh. Well, I can't really comment on the female Ghostbusters because I don't even want to bother watching it, honestly.
It was okay.
You should. You should.
It was good
It's
for
good.
what it was.
Yes,
it was good
exactly.
For what it was.
It's a good
Um,
Ghostbusters movie. It just
yeah.
doesn't stand up with the rest, with the
Which
other
no
main
no
Ghostbuster
movies we make today really can. in my
Yeah.
opinion.
No.
But yeah, so again, it was the pacing. I feel like a lot of the characters' payoffs just didn't get like they were decent, but I felt like the payoffs we got for characters could have been better overall.
Okay.
Like there could have just been more. Like if I feel like if you watch the movie in like 1.13 speed, or no, if you watch it in like 0.98 speed, like slightly slow the movie down, just the tiniest bit, it'll feel fine.
Okay.
To where I feel like it was a little rushed throughout. And then the original had issues like that too. It had pacing issues the same. Like I said, you feel it a little more when it comes to such a wider cast that they're trying to, they were trying to push the entire cast as the main character, like sitcoms in the 90s did, when it really should have been more of a movie focusing on Ben and Travis's relationship.
Right.
Yeah,
Throughout the movie.
Right.
that's how they wrote it, and they just didn't really embellish on the rest of the characters. They didn't elaborate on it.
Right,
They didn't
right.
build up the camaraderie that we saw at the
Like
very
Danny
end.
DeVito was just kind of there. For the
Yeah.
Which, don't get me wrong, I love it when Danny DeVito's in a movie, but he was just kind of there. To where it kind of felt like you were just, at that point, getting as many big, huge actors as you could as Disney. Which is hilarious, because I mentioned it before, but, like, this is Disney, the people that kick people out of their company and stop letting them act because
Right.
of tweets they had 3 years ago or things they say online. But they'll allow Danny DeVito in these movies when he's played a male stripper at least twice in his career.
Yeah. And to be fair, he also played the Penguin in Batman Returns.
Yeah, like not at all dissing him because I love him as an actor. I love what he's done, but like Disney is just really inconsistent in what he's doing or what they're doing.
Interesting.
It's-
Yeah. Egg.
like, it just they're just really inconsistent on how they do, deal with their actors. And stuff.
I don't know what happened. Paul's headphones are like tingled around the chair.
John.
It's not me.
It's always you.
It's not me. But I was gonna.
What happened here?
John.
It wasn't me.
Just like it wasn't you that swapped those cords.
It's not my. You don't know all the behind the scenes that happen, guys.
John swapped the cords for 2 mics. One was not working.
It will be available as an outtake on our Patreon.
Let's go.
Yeah. Outtakes are the best.
Yeah, I think we should drop that next week.
Sweet. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Be fine with it.
outtakes are.
I'm there
are
for that.
best. Yeah.
Let's go. I made it to the outtakes. Made it to the Patreon.
Yeah, in the big leagues.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, so that's my movies. Shows wise, I haven't really watched a whole lot of shows aside from Ahsoka, aside from Loki, which was phenomenal. Start to
No.
the season.
Shut up.
Fuck outta
His
here.
opinion doesn't count.
The show must go on.
Yeah, so
Without
there's that.
you.
Apparently, it's going on without Paul because he's not here.
Yes, I mean, yeah.
And besides, whenever this video game podcast comes out, I'm going to be the host, and you're not. Not what? No.
I got nothing.
Good. Not one pun out of you on this one. No.
To be
Because-
fair, it's not
because
the
the
first
stopwatch
content that
you're
you'd be
at right
producing by
now-
yourself.
Your stopwatch at right now is 7 minutes and 43 seconds. Please keep
His
this
right
up.
hand counts as a separate person. Or his left if he's feeling a little frisky.
I gotta hand it to you. That was good.
Yeah, let's
Oh,
go.
there we go.
237.
Dadgummit. Start over.
But
Anyway.
yeah,
Dealt with
so,
Andy.
238.
5 seconds!
That's about how long John lasts.
Dang.
You see what I deal with, buddy?
No denial. That's a little interesting.
Yeah.
Anyway.
He did
Yeah,
deny it.
anyways,
True.
keep going.
But yeah.
I think we just got Flash.
I think.
Okay. Yeah. You know what? Yeah. 239. I'll give that to you.
Son of a buck.
But yeah, so that ends up my week and a half, 2 weeks of watching.
Dylan, what did you watch?
So. Yeah, I'm about at the same. I've been mostly just watching stuff on YouTube, trying to prepare for the RPG that will be dropping on October the 13th, this upcoming Friday. Totally shameless plug there.
If you guys can find a date, come over.
Is it going to be? Is it going to be a live recording on October 13th, or is it going to be published October 13th?
It's being published on October 13th.
We've got to record one day this week, sometime during the week.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I'm guessing at least one day before it gets uploaded.
At least one day, yeah.
At least.
Okay.
So Monday through Wednesday, so one day.
Yeah.
Okay. I
am off work on Tuesdays, just to be clear.
Tuesday works with me.
I'll be there.
We
gotta wait for Paul.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I've been doing that, watching shows. I haven't really rewatched a whole lot of stuff other than stuff on YouTube. But
Same.
I did watch Totally Killer, which is on Prime Video right now.
I heard that's good.
I liked it. I might have liked it more if Angel hadn't been on TikTok right next to me the entire time.
I take it that kind of killed it.
Yeah. That's what, 240? Yeah, 240.
Dag
I'm getting the 250 this episode.
Unfortunately.
I liked it. And like I think I might talk to Paul about it too. Because it's a slasher movie.
Yeah.
Did
the lead actress kill it?
Oh my god. 241. It was good. It was produced by Jason Blum.
Yeah. He's
got
a new movie coming out in January.
Which one?
It's called Night Swim. It's Blumhouse and
That's right.
James Wan.
Oh, I don't think that I've seen the trailer for that, but I've seen ads.
Yeah, I've seen the trailer on Facebook.
I liked it. I liked Totally Killer. Again, I probably would have liked it more. 242. I think that I would have liked it more if Angel hadn't been blasting TikTok right next to me like the entire time.
It really ticked you off.
Oh my god, 243.
Please make it stop.
It's literally Back to the Future meets 1978 Halloween.
Okay,
That's
I gotta watch
what it
that.
is. It's really good. I like it. It has Sabrina from Chilling Adventures. Sabrina from Netflix. It's got it's got Mrs. Dunphy from Modern Family. It's got God, I can never fucking remember his name. It's got Olivia Holt in it from Cloak and Dagger.
Okay.
I'm familiar with that name.
It's got fucking what's his name? He's like a middle-aged jackass in every single fucking thing that he's been in. I swear.
John.
Yeah.
No.
To be fair, he's over the hill at this point.
Oh.
Yeah, he's
the
been
meme look. It's the meme look.
I don't even know what that means. I don't even want to know.
Over the hill means you're old.
I'm not old.
Like
good God.
Retirement age old.
Wait, John's retiring soon?
Lachlan Monroe.
Congratulations.
Okay. So
I'm gonna kill you.
Do you remember in Peacemaker the two officers that are tracking Peacemaker the entire time?
Yeah.
It's the guy.
Okay.
It's him. He's a fucking asshole in like everything that he's in. But that's him. Lachlan Monroe.
Yeah, I like Sean Astin from Stranger Things too.
Yeah.
Bob.
Yeah, I know. Don't spoil it. No, he's gonna fucking cry over that.
Yeah.
No,
He actually played Shazam.
Who? Sean Astin?
In the Justice League War series.
Oh, yeah. No, that makes sense. Okay.
I thought he was. I was like, that wasn't Shazam.
And he's done a lot of faith-based movies too.
Okay. Yeah. No, I see that.
My type of movies.
I fucking love Sean Astin. He's just
awesome.
like such a great guy.
He is.
He's so passionate about everything that he does.
Yeah.
I love that man.
He does.
I need to start following him on Instagram.
I follow him on Twitter.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's great.
I loved him in the movie Rudy. I know you guys are not going to watch it, but Rudy, he was fantastic in that movie. He gave a great performance in
What's
that film.
Rudy about again?
He wanted to play for Notre Dame, but people doubted him, and he conquered the underdogs and played for Notre Dame. The whole movie's great. It's a classic for a reason.
Do people doubt him because he's like 5'5"?
Well,
Sean Astin's a little of the short end.
I guess kind of. But people actually say, "Oh, you can't play for Notre Dame. That's impossible to do that." But but he managed to conquer everything, and it's considered one of the most inspirational sports movies of all time. And I love the movie. So Sean Astin is good at everything. What else did you watch exactly?
Other than that, I rewatched Coraline for the first time in over 10 years.
Just tonight while we
Coraline, nice.
Pumpkins with my girlfriend, yeah.
Yeah, I totally forgot about
It's
most of
such
that
a good
fucking movie.
man.
And Paranorman. I rewatched
that's a really good
Paranorman
one,
too.
There's actually a theory going around with Coraline where, in the beginning of the movie, the kid YB, so the friend of Coraline, makes it a point that his grandmother is the one who runs the Pink Palace and rents it out to all these families, or all these people, and he makes it a point that his grandma purposefully never allows families with children to move in, because she lost her twin sister when they were living in the Pink Palace when she was younger.
Yeah.
And so it brought the question of, well, why did the grandma allow for Coraline and her family to move in if she knew what was going to happen to Coraline? Well, YB's the same age as Coraline, so a lot of people have drawn the line between the dots, saying that the reasoning behind it could be that she's trying to protect YB from being abducted or kidnapped by the other mother or whatever like that. And so she allows Coraline's family to move in so that Coraline is like a sacrifice in place of YB.
Okay. I can see that.
Yeah. I seen a few stop motion movies. I seen Wallace the Girl with the Curse of the Were Rabbit, which I love that one. I seen Frankenweenie.
That was a good one. That was a good one. Is that Leica still?
I seen Chicken Run, which for some reason I fell asleep. I don't know why.
It's a good movie.
Well, yeah, it's fucking awesome.
I know. I should love it.
Just
but
been tired.
Yeah, I was probably tired. I'm definitely gonna watch it again because the sequel's coming out on Netflix.
So apparently Paul's gonna finish you off, Dylan.
Hey yo.
You're gonna need both hands.
But anyway, but yeah, I definitely plan on rewatching it before I watch the sequel on Netflix because.
Watch anything Leica, which is, at the moment, Paranorman, Coraline, Kubo and the 3 Strings?
Yeah.
How you doing?
I've been wanting to see that too.
Box Trolls.
I've been wanting to watch that as well.
It's on Netflix. It's God, I think it starts with W.
Okay, finger point.
Maybe.
They're
Either
poking
way,
each
Jordan
other.
Peele was part of it.
either way,
Yeah.
anything
Hey,
like
Bob.
Leica is phenomenal.
And Erdman. Or Erdman?
Armin Studios.
Oh,
Yeah. They're the ones that did Chicken Run.
Yep.
They also did. They were also part of the second season of Star Wars Visions.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, and I almost forgot. I also watched Flushed Away. That was come by Artman and Drew Woods.
John, why are you watching a football
underrated. I love Flushed Away.
He likes watching poo go down the.
Why are you watching a football game?
I'm rooting for my team,
A
brother.
football game on this movie podcast?
You're literally watching football on a movie podcast. What's wrong with you?
I want to see the Dallas Cowboys lose.
We're recording a podcast!
Sorry, Cowboys fans, if you're watching this, but I want your team to lose.
Trust me.
He's not sorry.
You're right, I'm not.
I doubt that there's football fans watching this or listening to us right now. And B, why can't I hear myself?
Oh, you got too loud now. Let's try that.
Fuck you.
No,
Fuck you!
No, thank you.
He is loud and proud. Thank you very much.
Anyway, I doubt that football fans are watching us at the moment or listening to us. And also, it's the Dallas Cowboys. They don't have any fans.
Oh, yes!
Actually,
Heck yeah!
I know one Dallas fan that lives right over there. I'm not fucking kidding.
But that's
The
the
Dallas
best
Cowboys
joke.
have
straight.
one fan.
That's still the best joke I've heard all night.
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't think any football fans are listening to this podcast. We're nerds here.
Yeah. If you're a fucking football fan, get the fuck out. You don't belong.
No, you do belong on stage.
No, you don't.
So, should we update Paul on what we're doing since he just walked in?
No.
I would say fuck you, but we're doing that later anyway.
Ooh.
Oh!
John is way too loud in this microphone.
That's why you swap chords.
I want to know who did that dirty trick.
It wasn't the four of us. There's only one person left.
It was not me.
Then it's a
Not
ghost.
switch cards.
Then it's a ghost.
So, anyways,
Oh,
we're doing what
Anyway,
I forgot now.
What makes a good horror movie?
No, not what makes a good horror movie.
What makes a movie a horror movie?
Yeah,
What in essence is a horror movie
and exploring the different subgenres of horror.
overall? At the moment, we're just finishing up our
What we've watched this week. So yeah.
Is that the topic of this episode?
And your quick Exorcist review.
Okay.
Oh wait, Paul, have you checked out Totally Killer yet?
What?
Totally Killer? It's a new slasher movie on Prime. It's produced by Jason Blum.
I don't watch Prime.
Oh, fair.
oh.
It might be on something else though.
Oh no, that's pretty primal.
Based. Totally
Matthew, you're gonna
44.
find out what Primal is whenever I'm done with you.
Oh, dang.
Dude, John's mic is so loud
No, I'm trying to figure out why.
because John is loud.
True.
Do that again.
Hello, everybody.
That's not what you did.
You gotta go. Ah!
Do it again. Let's see if it picks up now.
Oh.
You didn't do that.
Yeah, I did.
You were louder.
No.
Oh.
That's a little bit better.
I feel like I should take away John's microphone privileges, and he has to,
Honestly, plug the other one back in.
I think he just has to be stuck with Sherry.
No. You're not doing that.
But anyways, what did you watch this week?
I'm gonna put a freaking
Well-
X.
John, shut the fuck up! I was asked a question. You asshole!
Always fucking interrupting people. What the hell is wrong with you?
Dylan
That's so
Duddy
fucking
exceeds
rude.
That was
broken.
never my intention.
Matthew asked me a question. That means that I'm the one supposed to talk. Matthew says, "Hey Paul, what movies have you seen this week?" Not, "Hey John, do you want to keep fucking talking?" I have seen some new shit this week. I started the week with a rewatch of The Wrong Missy, which is on Netflix. I love Lauren Lapkus. She does so good in this movie. I'm really surprised that Netflix hasn't given her more starring roles. Because she does so good in this movie. She is, like, literally, there could be no other Missy. There couldn't be. She's amazing. She has a shockingly excellent chemistry with David Spade. And I mean, I'm not knocking David Spade by any means.
David Spade was in that movie?
Yes.
That's
And
interesting.
This is one of my favorite David Spade movies, too. Controversy, maybe. But it's one of my favorite movies of his. I feel like it's one of his better performances.
He gave performances in spades.
I think that his performance in The Wrong
245.
Missy even tops his performance in Joe Dirt.
Wow. Okay.
And I love Joe Dirt. Let that be known.
Okay.
You've really got the dirt on it.
Hey, Dylan, can I
246.
have a proposition.
Sup?
Every 2 puns from Matthew is 1 wrestling chop to his chest.
Oh, man.
Yes. Dylan, do you approve of this?
Yes.
Oh,
For the entertainment purposes.
No.
That's 1. If you do 1 more pun, that means I get to chop you.
Just
We're
stop.
going on the chopping block next time.
Hey, Matthew.
Oh, shit!
Gavin, that's 3.
Fuck, yes!
Good. That was good, buddy. Give me some of that.
And I
There
will
you
do
go.
it, too.
That was good.
How can other people make puns but not me?
Because
you do it
you
in
were
an
almost at
obnoxious
250.
I know.
It's literally obnoxious at this rate.
Matthew,
The
the
closest,
stopwatch has started. No more.
Stop it.
the closest
No!
person.
No.
That's
I'm not
one shot,
stopping the
motherfucker.
stopwatch.
That
Well,
wasn't
wait, was
too
that
bad. It
another
was
pun?
just a love tap.
That was another pun.
The closest person to Matthew's 247 is Paul's 130.
God
You're
dang
almost
it.
double
You-
Paul's
you
number.
are-
for doing that.
I used to think that you were the puns king, but I'm starting to regret saying that.
Why are you watching?
I also... John, give me your phone. Give me your
You
phone.
said that watching the first cut,
Give me your
the
phone.
first harvest.
Hey.
I ain't getting involved.
If my mom was going to text me, I had to.
You are almost 30 years old! You are almost 30 fucking years old!
Paul is on one tonight.
It's the phone or the microphone.
What?
It's the phone or the microphone.
That is true.
Yes.
Phone
Make your fucking
privileges or
decision.
microphone privileges?
Make your fucking decision. If you choose your phone, I'll give you this one.
John, I think that might have some bodily fluids on it just before.
Oh no!
Dude,
I put that to
Guys,
my
No
mouth.
denying it.
guys, you are so cruel. You are so cruel.
Make your choice.
How am I supposed to stop the stopwatch if he makes another pun?
You're not.
That makes no sense.
We don't need a stopwatch.
Oh, yes, we do. If you need another bad
we
pun.
really don't because we know that he's not going to shut the fuck up with puns.
Exactly.
You
So
say
anyway-
you say you were going to chop walk him, though.
I did.
The stopwatch is just encouraging me.
It is. You have to understand, John.
That's bull crap.
You have to understand, John. If you want someone to stop doing something, you have to stop acknowledging it. If you stop acknowledging it, eventually they're going to realize that they should fucking stop.
So anyway,
Except for Matthew. He's going to do it because he knows.
Illinois, everyone.
what else have you watched, Paul?
So,
To get back on topic.
so I saw The Exorcist Believer. The premiere day. I
think
went.
saw it Sunday. Oh no, you saw it Friday.
Yeah, we saw it Friday.
Okay.
I saw it.
Sunday, duh.
Can I continue?
Sorry.
It's okay.
Almost as bad as John.
Right?
Not only me.
I went to see The Exorcist with Heidi, and we also went with Caitlin Skinner. And we went to the Regal Cinemas in Greenwood.
Ooh.
Bougie.
Have you been there?
Yeah.
They have fucking
I
recliners.
know.
Yeah.
I'm like-
It's wild.
I'm like, what the fuck is this? I was like, I was in heaven, which is ironic because it was an Exorcist movie.
I've been in theaters that had requires.
That was my first time. You see, I'm a poor kid from Connorsville. We don't have such luxuries.
Okay.
So, I'll get into my review in a little bit.
Yeah. Because honestly, I'm on a fence about it. I've seen it a few times, but I've been to the actual theaters themselves a few times in the past couple weeks, and every single movie I've seen has had a preview for it, and I'm on the edge of wanting to see it or not.
Okay.
So I'm definitely interested to hear the review.
Should we jump right into it?
If you're done with the movies, you've.
That's the gist of it. I did finish my Cobra Kai rewatch.
Yes.
Of course, those who know me know that I'm a massive fan of Cobra Kai. I literally have the fucking logo tattooed on my hand. It's my favorite show of all time. Yeah, so I've been rewatching it with my friend Gemma, who is an actress out of Kentucky. We literally watched all 5 seasons over the
Cool.
past couple weeks.
Nice.
And,
Awesome.
I mean, it's still my favorite fucking show. I love it. It was her first time ever seeing it, though. So it's like, A, Cobra Kai's been out for a few years, so why the fuck haven't you seen it yet? But B, it was cool to get to see, like, the reactions of someone who's never seen it before, especially in Season 5, with all the big shit that happens.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, it was glorious.
Oh yeah.
And then, sorry to cut you off, but going back
No, it's okay.
to Stranger Things, I told you already, but there's actually a house party in I think the first season, and someone's wearing like the Cobra Kai like outfit.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
That was really all I've watched this week.
So yeah, if you want to jump right into your Exorcist review, we can
Yeah,
go.
go ahead.
Wait,
Do a quick
a
review.
minute. Are you going to skip me?
Oh, I thought
Yep.
you did yours right.
No, I didn't.
Go for it.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I know.
To be fair, he tries to skip everybody else all the fucking
That is
time.
true. That is true.
Although to be fair, I skipped him.
Revenge.
Hey,
Revenge.
we both did something wrong. I did the X mark because apparently he thinks he's trying to switch mics to me. I did that to you, Matthew, on purpose. The reason why I did that. But
I don't switch.
You
the
switch
mics.
chords on purpose?
I did not.
That's what I heard.
I did not. Like I said, someone's playing a dirty trick at me. One of you is
He likes
still
to switch
spaced.
things up.
No, the four of us didn't do it.
I did not switch cards.
So anyway, Paul, how's
It's
that
gonna be-
Exorcist review going?
How was it, Paul?
I'll let John go. I'll let him.
It's gonna be a wall mystery till we get this solved. Anyway,
You'll let him finish.
That's one. You have one more until I
boy.
chop you.
I
again.
wish I got that friggin' stopwatch over there. Okay,
That wasn't a pun.
That is.
it was a pun. He already wrote
You
it down.
counted it. It's too late.
Okay.
Might as well.
Why not?
All right. I only watched one thing, and it was just a rewatch. It's a faith-based movie, but it's based on a true story. It's called Life Mark, and it's a story of a about to be a high school graduate going up to college. He was adopted by two people that struggled to wanting to have a child. It's inspirational. Can I finish, please? Okay. Don't.
Yeah, you can finish.
Okay. Don't interrupt me. It's good. Okay. So then he got to, and then he been wondering if he ever is going to be heard by the mom that actually is the mom of this. Why are you laughing? God.
No, we're not laughing at anything in particular. It's
We're
fine.
not.
I don't know what's going on, but anyway, but come to find out, you'll find this fascinating. But are you doing something to my mic?
No,
Okay.
I would never.
Chaos ensues here. So you're doing something right now.
Oh yeah, Matthew just
Yeah, I'm
did.
talking to Matthew.
Yeah, Matthew just did.
Oh, I gotta give my ears a break.
Anyway, what are you doing? Okay, spill the beans. What did you do?
I gotta get me a water after
Don't talk about the beans with Matthew.
Yeah, he'll spill them.
Already.
Do more of this, Phil.
Okay, but anyways.
Oh, ow, I just put the chair on my own foot.
Oh no!
Ow.
Oh man. Okay. But let me try to get this through here. Okay. All right. What you find is fascinating about the movie Life Mark is that his adopted mom is from Columbus, Indiana. Believe it or not.
Okay.
Yeah. And he was able to remove from.
What am I missing?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! I put my headset on for 1 second.
Okay, where are you? What? What is it? What is it?
Talk.
Oh,
This is why you don't be the only person not wearing it.
I knew something was up over there.
When they adjusted it up like that, you sounded genuinely like a fucking Muppet.
Okay, how's my mic sound?
Loud.
Yeah, give me turned down a little bit.
Good. Turn me down.
Okay.
Alright.
All right.
John, you're just not that handsome.
This could be my longest ever one movie review I try to talk about. Good lord.
This is gonna go down as one of the greatest pranks in this podcast history.
100%.
Wow.
100%.
Wow.
I am crying.
I can just imagine like the poor listener on Spotify wondering what in the world's going on with their earbuds right now. It's like, why are my earbuds? What is going on? I just got these AirPods.
Why are my ears bleeding?
Okay, anyways.
Hearing John just cut out halfway in between the sentences and then get extra loud out of nowhere.
You mean like this?
Yeah.
I didn't do anything, John. You can continue, please.
Okay. Light Mark is great. It's fantastic. I watched it twice. It's a great movie. For some reason, I was in a mood to rewatch Light Mark. I was like, did you turn me up again?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
It's fixed now.
Okay, I wanted to make sure. But yeah, his adopted mom from Columbus, Indiana, which I forgot. I forgot that she was from Columbus, Indiana when I watched it the first time. When I watched it the second time, I still was surprised that she was from Columbus, Indiana. I was thinking, okay, that's cool. And so he got to meet his real mom, and I got emotional. I got emotional twice when I watched it for the second time. It's a great inspirational movie. I recommend people watch it, whether you're a believer or not. It's a fantastic adoption movie story. It's a great film. I absolutely love it. It's on PureFlix. It's not a PureFlix movie, though.
Okay.
It's not. It's from a different studio that made the film. But it is on PureFlix. So, guys, watch it. It's great. How's the longest one movie review? Good Lord. After everything I've been through.
We don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah, you do.
No idea.
They did the freaking mics on me.
Son of a bitch. Nothing.
So anyway,
Hello!
Would you like to do your review, Paul? Before things go absolutely insane?
we're already way beyond that.
Yeah, we are.
I can't hear myself again.
Yours, I haven't adjusted yours.
What? Why can't I? Whatever. I don't give a shit.
Is that better?
Yeah, I think, yeah. So, we saw The Exorcist Believer. Matthew, could I have a water, please?
Yeah.
I have an unopened one over here.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
This was absolutely Looney Tunes.
Looney Tunes episode number 2.
Yes.
Yeah, I did listen to a little bit of that when I was actually not watching anything.
This is Looney Tunes Unhinged Part 2.
Yeah.
So I watched The Exorcist. If I can talk. I saw The Exorcist. And I love horror films. It's my favorite genre. I love the original Exorcist movie. Sequels, they're okay-ish.
Yeah, I've got a poster for the original one in my room, but that's all I really got because the sequels were
What you got, Dylan?
I'm just freaking scared to watch the first one.
Spoiler alert.
Oh, is it cool if I do a full-on?
We usually do.
Yeah.
Well,
Do it.
are you cool with it since you're on the fence?
Do it.
Okay, yeah. Spoiler alert.
Do it.
Yeah. Spoilers.
I didn't want you to like go full in and then us be like, hey, by the way, spoiler.
Right. Okay, so spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. If you want to see The Exorcist without being spoiled, tune out for I don't know however long this will take. So,
Let's say 15 minutes.
I don't think it'll take that long because I have a lot of thoughts about it, but I can sum it up pretty quickly, I think.
Okay.
So I'll just jump right into it. This movie is about two girls who get possessed whenever they go into the woods, and they mess with some dark shit.
As
What?
you do.
What else is gonna happen if you mess with dark shit in the woods? I mean, it never ceases to amaze me that that's the go-to for a lot of possession movies is people messing with dark shit and think that nothing's gonna happen. I mean, it's a tried and true plot point. Certainly not a new idea, but it works, which is why it's done so much. I really expected Chris McNeil, the character, to be in this movie more. The trailers made it look like she was going to be like one of the main characters. And she was not. Not even close. She had a few scenes, a couple of which were quite impactful. But that was really it. She wasn't in the movie nearly as much as they kind of hyped her up to be.
Ouch.
Yeah. I mean, and it's a big deal too, because this is Carol Burston,
Right.
right? You know, it's a big deal. Like, she's coming back after 50 years to be in a sequel of The Exorcist. 50 fucking years. And you're only going to give her like 5 minutes of screen time, if that.
What?
Right, and with Exorcist being one of the most influential horror movies of
Right.
that era, it's kind of a big deal. Yeah.
Right. She did not. I would say 5 to 10 minutes at most that she had in this movie. Somewhere between there. I'd have to look at the actual runtime of her scenes, but I was quite disappointed in that. But, I mean, I understand that they were, wanting to tell a different story, and she wasn't necessarily essential to that story. This movie, Heidi said it best, this movie is woke.
Wow. I already no longer want to see it.
Well, hear me out a little bit. I hate woke shit.
Yeah.
I hate politics in general. I despise politics. I despise anything political at this rate. This movie, it took several different cultures, different denominations and religions, and explored
Right.
their methods of exorcism. And
Right.
I think John's actually kind of on the same page as me with this one.
I mean, people smelled disaster before the film even came out. Like, I was just thinking, what is the point?
So, those who do not know me and know that I have a religious background, I studied this quite extensively in real life.
Right.
This is something that I've actually partaken in.
Yeah.
I've been a part of it in real life, and I felt like this movie did not really accurately represent what exorcisms really look like. I feel like a lot of it, and I mean, I knew that it was going to be sensationalized, because it's Hollywood.
Right. It's
Right.
gonna be what you
And the
saw.
goal of it, the goal of it is not to make it accurate.
Right. It's gonna be the whole, The Conjuring, The
Yeah.
Exorcist. It's
The
gonna
The Conjuring
it's
is
gonna be
actually
about that.
fairly accurate.
Really?
Okay.
Okay.
At least in my experience.
Okay. Yeah, I recently, not recently enough to be like close enough within the week, but a couple months ago, when it first got on Netflix, I watched The Pope's Exorcist.
Mhm.
And that was decent. But it was very similar to everything else you see in Hollywood when it
Yeah.
comes to exorcisms. At one point you can't do too much new because then everybody's like, well, that's not an exorcism. But at the same time, it's not always accurate to the point to where like people that know what it's like,
Mhm.
it's not an exorcism.
Yeah. So this movie, like, one of my biggest takeaways was in the third act, they had several different denominations and even a second religion, all at the same time trying to perform the exorcism.
That actually sounds kind of interesting.
To an extent, it is.
Like the
But-
idea of it sounds really cool on paper. I'm sure.
The way that they did it felt way too crowded.
Did it?
It felt so crowded. It clashed a little too much for my liking.
Yeah.
I did find it interesting to see other viewpoints.
Right. Right.
Um,
Like I said, on paper, like that's why I was on the fence, is because like I wasn't really sure if it would really be much different from any of the other Exorcist movies. So like I didn't want to go to the movie theater and feel like I was just watching another.
yeah.
But I did like on paper the idea of like exploring all of these different. You've got this one entity that you have no clue where it came from, no idea,
Yeah.
and exploring, like you just have to cover all bases, and it still doesn't work. Like that is kind of a cool idea on paper, but I could definitely see how it could get really crowded really fast.
I feel like it would have worked if they had like 2 or 3, maybe 4 at most. but this had more than that. I can't remember specifically how many people and different representations that there were. It was too crowded. It was too crowded. And then the frickin' the priest from the Catholic Church comes in like halfway through the exorcism and dies within like 2 minutes. It's like what?
If that ain't a comment, I don't know what is.
So I will say too that every single scary moment in this movie is literally in both of the trailers.
Really? That's disappointing.
They literally give away every scary moment in the trailers.
And didn't you say, like, during the exorcism, they said in the name of all holy beings or something?
No.
Oh, okay.
Not in the exorcism. And I understand why they wanted to do that, but I
Sure.
disagree with it.
Right.
Not to say one religion is right and everything else is wrong.
Right.
Because I really don't want to open up Pandora's box with that.
Right.
Right.
But one of Chris McNeil's last scenes, which I had a prediction that she was going to die in this movie. She did not, which was surprising. I assume that means we're getting her in Deceiver.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But she was going in and she attempted to, I don't know if she was trying to do an exorcism or what the hell she was trying to do. But she goes in and she's like, in the name of all holy beings. There is not one exorcism that has ever happened that has ever started out that way. Never!
Well, and that kind
That's
of
bad.
entirely defeats the purpose of the exorcism, because what you're supposed to be doing is calling upon whatever holy being is associated with that entity, depending on your belief system
Yeah.
or whatever. But in saying in all holy beings, you're automatically disqualifying half of the world's religions, because they all only believe in one.
And you're disqualifying what you believe in a way.
Exactly. Right. Yeah. That's exactly what it is. Yeah.
I found something. I heard something that I find incredibly disturbing. The character you thought was going to be in the movie. What did you name her name? When her name was again? The one that was in the first Exorcist movie, but then she was in this movie. Yeah. Okay.
The Chris McNeil character?
Yeah. Her. Yeah. She was asked multiple times if you want to be in the Exorcist movie, and every single time she said no. They double her salary. She said no. We'll triple your salary. No. She kept saying no. But then when they heard about this $400 million campaign, and she said, you want to be in the movie, and she's passionate, I was thinking, fine, screw me, I'll be in your movie. She said no multiple times to not be in the Exorcist sequel. And now, there she is, Exorcist Believer. You should just stick with your answer. Stick with your guns. No.
That happens in several movies.
But I'm glad she ended up saying yes, because she was the best part of the movie.
Well, yeah, okay.
Even though she
I'll
was
give you
only
that.
in 10 minutes of it.
Yeah,
Wow.
and
Wow, that's rough.
I will say, this movie, it is a fun movie.
Okay.
I was okay with it. It was not my favorite. I do think it's the best of the Exorcist sequels.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
That's not a very high bar, though.
Right.
No, but a lot of people love Exorcist 3. There's been a lot of love for the third one.
The Exorcist 3 is a pretty close second
Yeah.
to
Okay.
Believer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so in that case, I probably will just wait for it to release on some streaming platform. Where it releases.
Yeah.
It'll be Hulu, I believe.
Well, I say because
Because I think Disney owns it.
Does it?
Yeah.
I say so far.
Oh,
I
Does
think
that make Reagan O'Neill?
A Disney princess?
Or Reagan McNeil? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I believe so.
Well, you heard it here first, folks.
Oh, God, help me.
But yeah, I honestly don't think if I watch another horror movie in theaters, I'll have as much of a good time watching a horror movie than I did for Talk to Me. I loved, purely.
John just got so uncomfortable.
Well, I'm just gonna say this real quickly, and then we won't get into the topic. They need to stop putting religion in horror films. That needs to stop.
That's the whole point.
No, it's not.
That's one
We
of the
don't
main-
need that.
That's one of the main things from, that's one of the main subgenres that we'll get into later. Is
Yeah.
demonic possession is a
Yeah.
huge. I mean, you got The Exorcist, you've got Conjuring. You've
I
got
know it's a
90%
real
of the
thing,
Demonic
but
films.
still, no, we don't need more of that in horror films. Go away.
With demonic possession, you had to have religious aspects in there, if not be a core part of the film. You literally have to.
Right.
Otherwise, there's no point in doing it.
Exactly.
Right.
It's like that rumors about the next Constantine series not having any religious references.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's
Like, what?
literally a religious reference in and of
Yeah.
itself.
Right.
But-
But yeah, so like, I like the movie itself was probably a solid 3.5, 4 stars overall. But like, it was a really fun movie, especially like I think they have one of the best scenes in a horror film I've seen in a while when they're if you haven't seen the movie or haven't heard of it, because it's a little smaller, it's a little bigger, but it's not like, The Conjuring, The Exorcist, or whatever. The basic premise is this group of friends has this mummified hand of a psychic or a medium, and in interacting with it, they can speak to the dead. It's like a gateway to the dead that they can speak to, and they can invite it to possess them for a little while, and it's a whole thing.
Because that's a really good idea.
Obviously. But there's a really, really fun scene they do. It's actually a very, very viral sound on like Instagram and TikTok right now, the music behind that scene. But the way they shoot the scene, the way the music plays into the scene, it is by far one of my favorite horror film scenes I've watched in theaters. Like, it is just, it's, you feel, even though like what they're doing is so obviously like the dumbest thing you can do by interacting with these spirits and all that kind of stuff, you feel the fun that they feel as young adult, high school to college age kids doing stupid stuff.
Yeah.
It's so fun, and it was just, I don't think anything this year is gonna top that. I really don't.
Wait until this coming Saturday.
That's a pretty good fucking plug right there, Paul.
It is.
You want to go and drop your information now, since it's brought up?
Oh,
Do
yeah,
it.
yeah, I know what it is now. Okay, go.
Do it.
My movie, The First Harvest, premieres this Saturday.
Woohoo! Yeah, I can't. I'm so excited to see it. I can't wait.
Saturday it will be premiering in Bloomington at the oh God Almighty, the Waldron,
Firehouse.
the Rose Fire Bay,
Fire.
and the Waldron, which is on I think Walnut Street. Super excited. I will say, this screening is mostly going to be cast and family of cast. It is open to the public though, and it is free
Woo!
Yeah!
Let's go.
because I dropped a ton of money on this and I don't want to make it back apparently. But on a serious note, October 19th, it will also be screening at the Strand here in Shelbyville, Indiana.
That's where all of us we're going to go see. And you guys can go say hello to us at the Since I'm a Podcast too. You guys come say hello.
Maybe you'll get to see Dylan's face.
No.
That will happen. No.
I know.
He's going to go in with the ski mask on and they're
Yeah.
like, is he going to rob the place?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm afraid of.
Yeah.
But I'm not showing my fucking face. And I don't trust any of the other fucking people on this podcast not to be like, oh, hey, Dylan.
But yeah, but
Yo,
I say,
John.
He's gonna walk in with a
And
fake
I'm not going to
mustache.
say it to
And
you,
for the
man.
viewers of the video platform,
I'm not.
just because you see me doesn't mean he looks anything like me.
No, we're identical twins. We're just like a foot apart in height. And a handful of years apart, yeah.
Anyway, so to conclude my Exorcist review, I gave it like a 3 out of 5. I think the ending is what makes this movie, like, if, and that is a big if you're a fan of the Exorcist films, the ending is going to be what should make you want to go and see it in theaters, which is sad that you have to wait that long.
Yeah.
But I had heard that Linda Blair did not want to be in the movie, and she turned it down. And I was like, it's not Reagan's story, so she's not needed.
Right.
I say that could have things made weird.
So, in the one scene, whenever Chris McNeil tries to, do the exorcism or whatever she tries to do, she gets stabbed in the eyes with a cross.
Whoa.
Oh,
It's a very brutal scene.
Yeah, I would not handle
Um,
it.
And she she gets her eyes bandaged, and that's pretty much like the last we see of her for a while until the end. And we see the father of the one girl visits her, and she thinks that it's him visiting again, so she calls out his name. There's no response, and at this point I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, is this more demonic shit about to happen? It was not. It was Linda fucking Blair.
Whoa.
Wow.
Okay.
I was so shocked. Heidi and I literally fangirled in the theater.
Wow. So she literally showed up.
She was only in it for like 30 seconds.
Well, still, that's crazy.
I was,
30 seconds is a long time, all right?
especially for John. Anyway. And the funny thing is, that's still double what Matthew accomplishes.
Shut up.
On a good day.
Oh!
He has good days? I mean with your sexual performance, just to be clear.
TMI. TMI.
Exactly. So anyway.
Yeah, well, with that, do we want to move on to the main event?
Trivia.
Oh, yeah, trivia.
oh, shoot.
Trivia.
I forgot about trivia.
We are currently an hour and 6 minutes
in.
and
Hey, we're
we've
getting
not
to
done trivia.
Because John wouldn't shut the fuck up
It's
earlier.
not
Was
my
giving a
fault.
long ass review.
It's not my fault.
That was hilarious.
he was tired.
That was hilarious. Okay. Going old school horror.
Bring it, motherfucker.
What was Vincent Price's first horror movie?
Oh, son of a...
Vincent Price. I know that name.
I know the name. I just don't know the answer. I have a guess, but it's not going to be.
I
the
would-
same.
Can I
what-
pull up
what
just
subgenre?
Movie?
just the face?
Huh?
Can I pull up just the face to get the...
Yes.
Okay.
What
Nope.
what subgenre?
My guess is The Fly. No, that's I know a lot of the other movies that he's in, but I don't know the order. So
I would say monster movie.
That's what I thought.
I'm pretty sure it's mine.
yeah, no, he's a huge fucking horror icon.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't have a freaking clue. Do we get at least
His
half a point
first?
if we get the year?
No.
Oh come on!
His
Well,
first-
let us
point's
give us that.
the entire point's the
Can you-
title.
Can you repeat the question, please?
What was Vincent Price's first horror movie?
Oh,
Man.
can I chop him, please?
No.
There's a price to that.
Oh, okay.
4.
What's the price?
I don't know.
The Price of Agony.
Well, I'm already there, so.
The Price of Agony.
I should know this.
Yeah,
But I
you
can't.
should.
I can't think of it. I can't think of it.
Bow down before the Nerd King.
Yeah,
You knew before making...
yeah, you're not gonna get a freaking answer from me because I have no freaking clue because I don't even watch Vincent Price movies. The only movie I watched that featured Vincent Price was The Great Mouse Detective in 1986, and it was
that's
not
not-
even a horror movie.
I was going to say, that is not the answer.
Exactly. That's the only Vincent Price movie I know. But
No peeking.
but the first horror movie? Oh, jeez.
I think Paul's looking it up.
I'm not.
All I know is that the only monsters I know. I mean, there was the Frankenstein, there was the Mummy. I'm gonna guess any of the Mummy movies.
No, John,
I'm-
you're not gonna get it. It's all like B movies. He's not like
I can
he's a horror icon, so like a lot of his movies are big, but like he was like late night horror flick kind of guy.
It's on the tip of my tongue, but I'm not thinking of it. I concede.
You give up?
I concede.
Yep. Dylan, you got anything?
I said The Fly.
Okay. John was close, but no cigar. It was one of the Universal Monster movies.
Was it Frankenstein?
No. It was The Invisible Man Returns.
Oh!
1940.
Oh, I was so close.
You had Universal Monster, but wrong monster.
Dang it.
It's been too long since it's been too long.
I'm
since I
actually
watched it.
surprised I was close. I was very surprised.
You were closer than everybody else.
I know. I'm stunned. I am stunned.
I need a
Well, like
drink.
everything was running through my head except for that one fucking movie. So I was like, I just gotta take a fucking shot in the dark because I don't remember.
All I
what
know
the
is
dates
that
are.
all I know is that Vincent Price he has a mustache and he also has hair.
Hey, Paul.
That's all I know.
Like a lot of men during that time.
Can you hear my whispers in the dark?
Whispers in the dark. That's a good Skillet song. I love that one.
Sean's encouraging me.
Sean, lean back in your chair. Lean back. It's okay. Lean back.
Why?
Lean back. That's for encouraging him.
Hey Paul. Hey Paul.
Yes.
You can do it to Matthew.
Ow.
That was like 5% of what I can actually do, chop.
Okay.
5% of my total power.
Little bitch.
All right.
I'm just kidding.
What is that? 249 that Matthew's on now?
249, yes.
Okay, I gotta get one more before the night's over.
No. Remember, he's going to
No.
chop block you. No.
It's just called a chop, bro. It's just a chop.
Although I would like to see a real wrestling
That's not
move.
the only block he knows about.
Although I would like to see a real wrestling move on him. So he can be.
So
like
you're
Crush
saying that
Pancake.
you want to? You're saying you want to pile drive him?
What? I was trying to think of
I want to see. I want to see you pile Matthew like a pancake. Like flat him down. Because he got his deserves it with the bad touch.
Who is John flattening?
Him.
Dude. Paul would fucking destroy you.
I think he's talking about Matthew, but yes, I would dominate John.
Do all the time.
In more ways than one.
I cracked him up tonight.
I feel like it would be that
Did you not hear what he
scene.
said?
No. I was thinking of the slap chop. That's where my mind was.
Paul, you want to repeat?
I saw you, bro.
He wants to. He wants to like see Paul straight up pile drive me or something. Pile in the mirror, or something like that.
Well, that's the
So
famous
anyway,
wrestling move
let's
you'll
move
find.
on.
I think John is constantly asking for people to pile into him, so this isn't a first.
No one heard that.
I
Oh,
heard
I
it.
heard that.
I thought
This really is Ready Choose Unhinged, Volume 2.
So anyway, let's move.
Oh no! Clear the room! Clear the room!
I chipped my tooth.
It's a gas leak.
I chipped my tooth.
Did you really?
Oh no!
I'm good.
Wow, this is getting more hysterical already. Throughout the entire episode has been funny.
It's okay.
All good in the hood.
Yeah,
Okay.
All right.
just not with my tooth. That hurt like a bitch.
So yeah,
Could you move that middle ball
This one?
a little that way? A little that way. Okay. Now that one on the end.
feel the
move it that way a little bit.
vibration.
Oh, this one?
good
A little further this way.
vibration.
A
Okay.
little further forward, just a little bit. Too far.
Oh, too far.
Yeah. All right. That's good.
All right. Hey, my man.
I was staring at it the entire fucking episode, but the balls kept lighting up. I was like, I can't avoid it any longer.
So
Speaking of the entire episode.
yeah, this whole thing has been a nightmare.
Actually, it's been kind of hilarious.
Yeah, it's a slasher comedy.
Like Scream, kind of.
Your favorite slasher's Cream. Wait, what?
Dude, one more thing
Joke's
out
been
of you,
made
then
already.
that's wow. That has to count as a pun.
250.
Hey, there
Thank
you
you.
go. Yeah, put down the pun.
So yeah, main subject tonight. What constitutes a horror movie?
Thrills. Definitely the thrills.
So we're saying, like, in terms of, like, if everything were removed from a horror movie except for this one aspect, it would still be a horror movie.
Yeah.
Like, this is what makes a horror movie a
Yes.
horror movie. Okay.
The scares?
I'd say so, yeah.
Mystery.
Yeah.
Unsettling atmosphere.
Music.
The music is a massive part.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'll tell you the music score for the Alien movies, they're pretty fantastic. They do a great job of putting music in the Alien movies.
Yeah, because I'd say if you go by atmosphere, I'd say Scooby-Doo and stuff counts as horror too. Like it's an unsettling.
It's at least
atmosphere.
supernatural.
Yeah. See what I mean? Like it's a different genre of what could be considered horror.
Literally, it's all about like unmasking like potential killers. Almost.
It's Scream.
It is. It is.
Just because Matthew Lillard is Shaggy. And Ghostface.
And in the FNAF movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't enjoy it.
Here's something interesting about the music when it comes to horror movies, and that actually had to do with The Thing, which I haven't seen yet. But there's a fact.
You have not seen The Thing?
Well, it should be no surprise because I'm not. It says I'm not into that genre.
We are
but-
fixing this before the end of the.
I know,
month.
and for some reason, I'm kind of interested in watching it.
So good.
It's got Kurt Russell.
Oh yeah, that's right. Kurt Russell's in it. Yeah, I like that actor.
And the prequel has Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
Yeah, but I was going to tell you this. Here's the one that's gonna tick you guys off. Here we go. The Thing was nominated for a Razzie for Worst Original Score. Seriously. People said that the score was fantastic. Like I said, I can't review the film since I haven't seen it yet. But the fact is that they nominated it. It was considered the worst nomination for a Razzie in years. I know, shocking, right? The Thing got nominated for a Razzie for something.
Gavin.exe is broken.
What just happened?
Nothing.
Did I broke Gavin again?
Yeah, totally. It was you.
Wait, you poked him?
Hey, that's my fucking brother. Keep it away from him.
I thought you were going to answer
No! The hell? Where the fuck are we? Kentucky? Jesus.
No, we're in Alabama.
Sweet home Alabama.
I wouldn't put the headphones back on until Matthew's done singing.
You're not wrong, but continue.
Yeah, John, please continue.
Continue, not you guys.
Okay, but yeah, but seriously, don't you find it surprising that it was nominated for Worst Original Score for The Thing?
Yeah,
That
that's the crazy thing about it.
it is. I mean, apparently, what I heard that the music in that movie is iconic. Clearly, that's what I heard.
You really gotta get some headphones next session.
I don't know what is going on. This is just weird. He's breathing heavily, isn't he?
They all are.
What? I'm not doing it.
The listeners are going to be like, what on earth is going on?
Exactly. Oh man!
If this doesn't get them to leave, I don't know what will.
I hope so. That would be
still
nice.
around-
You want the listeners to go away?
Huh?
I said, if this doesn't get the listeners to leave, I don't know what will. You said you hope so. You want? The
Oh, I'm
listeners to
sorry. I thought you said to a million.
How are we getting to 1 million with this?
If there's
That would
anybody
be
still
nice.
listening, thank you very much. We very much appreciate it.
Thank you.
We're kind of sorry.
Thank you, and you get a oh yeah.
And if you enjoy this kind of stuff,
Please like and subscribe.
please, well, not only that, but the Patreon has outtakes that are just as cooked and baked as well. 'Cause-
We're not even done with this
Interesting
episode yet.
choice of
It's
word.
baked? I'm there.
I was gonna say, aren't some of the outtakes just Dylan blowing smoke?
But anyway,
Hey,
we're-
once it gets legalized, I will absolutely do some of that kind of content for Patreon.
but
Dude.
but anyway,
Like a mystery science theater kind of thing where
Yeah.
I'm smoking for it.
Yeah,
I would be so fucking down for that,
bad movies and you just smoking a review.
dude. I'd fucking love that shit.
John.exe is broken now.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't either.
But John, back to what you were saying.
yeah.
I
How you feeling, Gavin?
for full disclosure, John, I stuck the microphone under my ass because I was gonna fart again, but then I saw that I was being looked at and I couldn't do it.
The pressure.
You can't look at things up your butt.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay.
No, not in, under.
Uh-huh.
You okay over there, bro?
Okay. All right. All right. Okay. I got it.
look over and see Paul just sitting on his microphone.
I am so gonna watch this episode or listen to it. This is hilarious.
And I look over and I know exactly why he's doing it, which makes it even funnier.
Gavin, you and I are gonna have so much fun whenever this video game podcast comes soon. I guarantee you. Okay. Anyway. Okay. All right. I got another one for you.
For me?
Yeah, I was gonna get to what they know to. Iconic creatures like Alien, for example, because the xenomorphs is by far the most iconic.
What's up?
What? What was wrong with what I said?
That was Dylan.
Oh,
Wait, was it?
what happened there?
Am I about to get hit?
I don't know. Are you?
Ooh. Oh! Right on the head.
I don't know what happened. Oh, here we go. Here's the pitch.
Again?
Strike two.
Harder.
Oh no.
This episode is no longer about horror movies, it's just about bullying John the entire time.
I didn't mean to hit John! I didn't mean to hit John!
Sure you didn't!
No, I know you didn't.
Should we even upload the audio to this podcast, or should we only do video for this?
Let's do both.
Honestly, with what we have for Ahsoka and Loki, this could just be a video only at
Yeah.
this point. To be honest, just upload Ahsoka and Loki as on Spotify as well.
Well, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
This needs to be video only. This one.
like it's gonna make no sense at all on audio for 90%. For 90% of this podcast because we have John's audio cutting out and getting insanely loud. We've got bottles.
I want
being
listeners to
thrown.
listen to it as well.
We've got Paul sitting
can
on
watch the
his
video
microphone.
Well, that's true. Yeah. Okay, but anyway, trying to get back to what I actually said. Anyway, that's how you pronounce it, right? The xenomorphs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it's all bottled up inside, though.
So I
Uh,
have a few counter arguments.
That's a chop.
I have a few. It's like all up in the mic too.
Oh, my knee.
Stomach.
My knee jerked up.
So
It's my bad day.
I have a few counter arguments to all of the points that have been said in the past hour and a half. So when it comes to the scares, I feel like it's part of it, but at the same time, there are movies that are more suspenseful than truly scary.
Believe it or not, that we're only an hour and 23 minutes in.
Really? Wow.
Would you say believer or not?
Anyway. Yeah, so when it comes to the scares, they aren't necessarily, in my opinion, like the most important.
Right.
And I think that horror can be done without it. I mean, we saw Skinamarink was one of the biggest horror movies
I have
in
not watched
recent
it.
years, and it's literally just candid footage of rooms.
Yeah,
There's no jump
I heard
scares,
about
there's
that.
There's no on the surface. There's no true horror scare.
It's
element to it,
unsettling.
but it's very unsettling.
Yeah, I need to
Like
watch it
John.
still.
Yeah.
I'm like John, and you're like, yeah.
Yeah, you said my name. I was going.
When it comes to music, even there was a movie called Hush.
Yeah, I love.
I heard about that.
Phenomenal movie, but
Hush is one of
some
my favorite movies.
Some of it, if not a decent portion of it, is done completely muted, as from her perspective. Or A Quiet Place. A Quiet Place has music moments, but a lot of it is dealt with suspense when it comes to not having a lot other than just raw audio.
Apparently, the new movie "No One Will Save You" is like that too.
Mm-hmm.
I've not watched that
So,
yet. I really want to watch it.
Although music definitely is a part of it, yeah, I don't think it's super that's what I don't think that's what makes the horror. When it comes to creatures, I mean, we have horror movies without creatures at all.
Right.
So although those horror movies are made by their iconic creatures, I don't think it's those creatures that made them the horror movie.
Right.
You know, there were a couple others as well.
Now we're fighting on fire. Oh!
This is a treat to be part of as my second ever episode.
Oh no!
Be careful not to reach down too far.
Okay, yeah, I was just.
We are mature.
Anyway,
We are mature.
Take my mic.
I now have mic privileges.
Let's go.
Are you playing footsie with me now, John?
Well, he's telling you what he wants to do for the after show.
Whoa.
No.
Denny's.
Why is my hand wet,
Why do you think?
John?
Anyway.
Here you go, John.
No, not you than that.
And when it comes to
Hey, John, you can use this mic if you want.
Alright, there you go.
Right down there.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
Plug it all the way in.
You want me to go all the way?
Not like that.
You want me to go all the way in?
Keep going, Gavin. I'm sorry.
but yeah, so although I agree that those movies are made by those elements of horror, it's also not, the elements of horror that makes them horror at that point. They aren't that's not what makes them the horror movie. It's where I definitely think it's either the unsettling atmosphere, but at the same time, in my opinion, some of the best horror movies, like Scream, for instance, isn't necessarily unsettling. It's enjoyable for sure, but it's not necessarily unsettling. I mean, it's a spoof, so it's gonna be that way. But even Nightmare on Elm Street, that's the one. That one's also not oh my gosh, that one's also not super unsettling at all. So
Really imagining your thighs there.
Okay, I think I can get back here. No. We're not fighting over the mic. We're not.
go ahead, John. Continue, please.
Okay,
Please.
Thank you. Did you lower down my mic again?
No.
Lower it.
No, we didn't.
I can hear myself right here.
Okay.
What?
That's what she said.
What? What, John?
She's over up there.
Well,
Turn it down.
You gotta be quieter.
Be quieter, John.
God.
Okay, Tessie, 1, 2, 3. Is that good? Is that good enough for you? This is not a horror episode. This is a.
This is quite terrifying.
Yeah, it is. It is terrifying.
The more accurate title for this episode would be the spoof horror episode. That's really what this is.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I saw that. You moved your finger.
It didn't do anything.
Why do you think everybody's out to get you?
Paranoid bitch.
Hello, I've been here
What
for
the
31 episodes, dude. I know all the tricks.
You've also been here for 70 years.
Oh. Has he been haunting my house?
Yeah. You ever hear a thump underneath your trailer? That's gone.
You guys, besides Gavin, needs help. You need help.
I'd say you're the one that needs more help than
No.
I mean, you're going around swapping cables, blaming everybody else for it. So, like...
You know his favorite Disney character? Thumper.
Put that in the bank. That's 252. God.
That was just awful. That was bad. That was bad.
That was really bad. Now the mic is turned way down.
I think you turned it off.
So it really is you who's been doing this all along.
It's self-sabotage.
Look.
Oh, okay. Jesus Christ.
It was you all along.
Hey, John, I gotta fix your I gotta fix your levels. I gotta fix your levels. Keep talking, please.
Yeah, we're still talking.
I need to test your levels.
This is going on trouble. This place. See, you're doing it again. Ay.
All right. Well, with that being said, very loudly.
Let's get to our episode and finish it off real quick.
Yes, please.
It's 11:30 at night.
Yeah, ending remarks. Okay, well, ending remarks from me. I don't think there's truly one quality in any horror film that can make it a horror film, because I feel like for any quality that you name, there's a horror film that did really well without that quality.
Right.
So it's all about the combination of specific qualities that really make it a horror film. Because at the end of the day, like, it's multiple parts that make the experience. Because nothing can be suspenseful without decent suspenseful music or decent,
Right.
Or the lack thereof by, to where Hush is suspenseful without music. So it's all about the combination of those kind of aspects,
Dylan, are you okay?
While Gavin was talking, I just heard... I was like, okay, so it's not me.
My microphone was down here.
I know exactly who it was.
I'm trying to think.
Do it again.
This is just getting out of control.
John, if you could stop breathing into the mic, I'd appreciate that.
I beg your pardon?
What?
You were breathing into the mic, John. If you could not do that, I'd appreciate
I didn't know I
that.
was breathing into the mic.
I said, Paul, don't be upset because you had performance anxiety.
It happens to the best
It's
of
still
us.
sitting up in that gut somewhere, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's right about here, actually.
Okay.
Anyway, what would be considered some top movies of horror? Like in terms of like different subgenres. What would you say are the top 3 subgenres, and what are some of the top movies you think in those genres?
Possession / supernatural.
Okay.
Slasher. Monster.
Yeah. But I think that too.
Yeah.
These are the top
3 genres,
3
subgenres.
genres. now or in history.
Yeah. I'd say
Probably
through all
just in
time.
general, yeah.
Yeah.
Because now, obviously, we've got like elevated.
Right.
as, like,
I'd say
the
throughout
top.
history.
Definitely thriller. Thriller / I'm blanking on the word.
Suspense.
Yeah, suspense.
Yeah.
Because we saw that with Alien. That I in my opinion count that.
Yeah.
As, in similar movies are just so influential. Slasher has to be,
Yeah.
because Scream itself is probably one of the most influential horror
It is.
horror
movies / series. Period. Probably possession or demon / demonic. That I mean, with Exorcist, Conjuring, Pope's Exorcist, Annabelle, that kind of stuff. That was hugely influential as well.
Dylan, what do you got?
I don't know. I would agree with the categories slasher, possession / paranormal, and monster. And for those, if I had to nominate one from each, you can't really go wrong with 1978 Halloween for slasher to represent the genre. You really can't. I feel like if you had to pick any others, it would either be like Friday the 13th or Nightmare on Elm Street. Those would be the only other like major key players. Yeah. As for monster, okay, so it's known that I'm more into older horror movies. So like I feel like Invasion of the Body Snatchers would be under monster.
He can't get it out.
It's okay. Ow.
Did you insert it too far?
No. I yanked my headphones too hard. I feel like... Oh, I turned it down because John was breathing into the mic. And it was actually starting to piss me off.
I feel like my biggest issue, like the reason I didn't include creature or monster, whatever you want to call it, is because I see you in the corner of my eye.
That's what I've been doing.
So I feel like the reason why I didn't include creature or monster is because I feel like
You gotta stop messing up with the mics, dude. You gotta
I didn't do anything.
Yeah, you did. You're
I'm afraid
moving
to
over
talk.
there.
I'm afraid to talk. Is it good now? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
You're like.
On second thought, maybe just video would be good.
Yeah, we're just doing a video.
What?
Yeah,
Come
no
on.
audio whatsoever. Purely video.
Yeah.
It's a silent film.
Have fun guessing what I'm saying, motherfuckers.
31 instead of 32.
What?
The listeners are gonna get confused if we don't put this episode of 31 on there. They're gonna think it's 31 instead of 32.
It's fine.
Upload it.
This is 30,
No balls.
This is 30 and a half.
No balls.
Yeah, there you go. 30 and a half. That just means we have to sit here for another hour and a half and record a new episode so that we actually have a legitimate episode.
Upload it.
So the reason I don't have
Upload it.
creature or monster in my top 3 is because I feel like every creature or monster horror film fits in another subcategory in my list.
Very true.
So like it's always within either thriller / suspense / slasher or demonic possession.
Yeah.
So that's why I didn't include it, just because like although influential, they were influential more so in my opinion in ways of those 3 categories.
Right.
Yeah.
Frankenstein. Universal monster. Frankenstein. For the monster genre.
Yeah.
Because I won't say Invasion of the Body Snatchers, but Invasion of the Body Snatchers wasn't. While it was about like monsters and aliens and stuff, I don't know. It played more on like the societal paranoia, you know.
Yeah.
But Frankenstein's monster. Sorry, Frankenstein's monster is the icon of monster horror. He just is. He's been that way since Universal came out with their first movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think of Universal Monster, Frankenstein's going to be, if not number 1, he's going to be very close.
If you ever even just think about Frankenstein,
He's the universal answer.
That's it. Oh my fucking god! Hey, that's an odd one. Yeah.
So I think the only the fact that the bike picks me up right here, by the way, is but I think
John, don't hold that straight up to your face.
See, like I
Oh no. I thought that was supposed to be feedback.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. This is getting out of control.
No.
so fast.
When you're having them touch tips, it sounded like Pong.
So anyway,
Okay. All right.
on the next episode,
Is this
of
too
me and
loud?
Children attempt to try and watch.
You gotta hold it right
movies.
to your mouth. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Did you say you gotta put it in your mouth?
No, I said, John, and this is legit advice. Okay, you need to actually like put your microphone closer to your mouth so I can pick you up.
Okay, let's not doing this for today. Next week, finish the episode.
Yes, I'm sorry.
We're stopping doing that for today.
Yeah, are you sure? Are you sure you're sorry?
No.
Well, yeah, let's finish the episode.
Okay. Because
I'm gonna turn my microphone
Okay,
off. That
'cause-
way I stop talking.
Okay, because I gotta get to my top 3 real quickly here.
Just give it to me so that I can.
Okay. All right. In terms of
Hold on there, Buckaroo. I'm not done.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry.
God! What did I fucking say?
It's their faults. It's their faults. It's their faults over there.
No, for paranormal slash possession, there's a top 3. It's Conjuring,
Yep.
Insidious,
Yep.
and
Ooh,
Exorcist.
Insidious is such a good movie.
Yeah, like it's
That's
those.
that's the one with
What happened?
what's his name? The guy that was also in Black Phone. He was also in Moon Knight. Ethan Hawke. Is that the one that he's in? Insidious.
No.
Is Insidious the one where it's the kid that like is in a coma then?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And
So
it's
there's one with Ethan Hawke that's I always get confused
No, it's
with it.
Ocean Master.
Yeah, he's also
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
he's
the dad,
Conjuring.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, I get that one
That's what's
confused a
going on.
lot with
What is going on here?
Demonic possession.
We all know John has a demon inside him.
Not mine.
Whose is it then?
Oh dude,
Matthew.
we're,
Matthew
Let it
put
out.
his demon inside you?
Paul, we're
Matthew.
crossing streams right now, man.
Matthew let out the most ungodly fart, and it smelled so bad.
Maybe we should
I
just
gagged.
not upload the entire episode.
Sinister, that was the
No.
movie.
Oh,
yeah.
The whole
Yeah.
That was
thing.
the movie.
It's hilarious.
I mean, that
That's the
smell
movie
was
I
pretty
kept giving
sinister.
Okay. Well, on the next
254.
on the next episode, I probably won't be here because I'll be back at campus. But you know, what are y'all doing? I want a preview, even though I'm probably gonna listen to it anyway. So thank you for joining us.
Wait, it's not even my turn yet.
Yeah, it's not.
We were doing a movie for every category.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't do that.
I didn't do that
Yeah,
either.
Paul, I was wondering why you didn't
Wait,
say
so wait,
anything.
rewind real fast before I hand the mic back to Paul.
Yeah.
MC Paul. Thriller / suspense. Ooh. Never mind. I'm gonna have to think for a second.
Slasher. Why is this microphone warm?
I hold it like that.
Oh, okay. I was like, where did he put this?
You're the one who's been sitting on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is a fair point. Respect.
Yeah, that was a good one.
For slasher, I'm gonna go relatively new gen and say Scream because it's my favorite horror franchise.
Yes.
For creature, this might shock people because I don't talk about it that much, but I would say Dracula.
Okay, like Bela Lugosi?
Yes. I honestly any Dracula.
Gary Oldman? No.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yes.
The one that features Keanu Reeves' worst accent in movie history.
I don't remember it being bad.
What?
It's been a minute since I watched it.
Which one was he in?
Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that one.
That's the one we were just talking about, Gary Oldman.
Yeah, Gary
Yeah.
Oldman was in that
But
one.
I love Gary Oldman.
He gives one hell of a performance in that one.
Yes. I just
bastards to sleep.
Yeah.
I just do not
Killer
like
Bong
that
or something
movie.
like that, whichever one that was.
Okay, yeah.
Anyway.
You want a mulligan?
Huh?
You want a mulligan on that one? It says you don't like that Dracula
He said
movie.
Dracula. I said Bela Lugosi. He said yeah, and then I
Yeah.
said Gary Oldman.
So
Oh.
it's still Dracula, it's just not the one you thought of.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Fuck, what was the other category I said?
Paranormal.
Paranormal. Oh God. I think you really hit the nail on the head with The Conjuring, The Exorcist, and Insidious. Of those three, I'm going to go based off of how I enjoy the first movies in each franchise. Insidious is phenomenal. The Exorcist is, of course, a legendary. The Conjuring is going to go down as one of the best horror movies ever made,
Absolutely.
along with Insidious 1 and The Exorcist. I feel like that the one I enjoy the most of the three, even though I will probably never watch it again, is The Conjuring. I like I don't know, I like the performances in it. So yeah, The Conjuring, Scream, and Dracula.
One thing I will say when it comes to the Conjuring universe entirely, I think my favorite overall of the first few that were in there was actually Annabelle Creation, which a lot of people hate.
It's so good.
But I love it. Like I honestly I started watching it when I was in an internship and I was supposed to be designing a website, and I had like 3 months to develop this website, and I developed it in 2 days because I watched movies the rest of the time. And that summer was the first summer I really got into horror movies, and I watched the entire Conjuring universe both twice. The first time just in order of release and in chronological order. Both times Annabelle Creation came out on top for me.
It's
It's such a good horror movie overall. It's amazing.
and it's a massive step up from the first Annabelle movie.
Absolutely, it is.
I did not like
well, and the
the
way
first
that it
Annabelle
ties
movie.
in, the way that it ties into it is so well done. Like you can watch them back to back, and it would just be
Yeah.
perfect. Because I mean, if I remember correctly, doesn't it end with pretty much what ends up being the first scene in Annabelle? Because doesn't it end with
Yeah.
the murder of the neighbors?
Mhm.
Yeah. So yeah, it's so well done. So
Yeah.
well done.
I gotta know, what did you think of The Nun 2?
So I didn't see it. I was
Fair
going
enough.
to, but Saw X came out, and I saw that with my girlfriend instead, and I don't
Yeah.
regret it. That movie was good.
Saw X is actually on my top 10 of the year.
Yeah, it's really
So
good.
far.
It's honestly like it was so perfectly a classic Saw movie.
It was.
Like it takes place in between Saw 1 and 2, and it so perfectly matches the vibe of those two movies.
I am gonna kick your fucking ass if you do that
I am
again.
so sorry.
Do it again. Do it again.
What happened?
What happened is John apparently has a death wish.
That is not true.
But yeah, I Saw X was it was great. I plan on seeing Nun 2 eventually, but when I saw that Saw X came out, because I watched all these with my girlfriend.
I want none of it.
That joke is.
Wow.
Oh, dude.
Wow.
Dylan, you should not put that in the pun bag, because he already did that joke. Like,
I feel like he should get
centuries
2
ago.
for it because he's already used it.
Oh no!
No. Paul talking about Saw X being on his top 10 made me realize that I haven't updated my my movie rankings of 2023. So I'm just doing that really fast.
Oh no! Now Paul's sticking the place out. Paul
Yeah, no, like
must be a politician because he's talking out his butt.
A politician.
Yeah.
Both were awful, but I guess they're going in the bank. But yeah, Saw X was so good.
I'm sorry.
That is something unholy.
I'm sorry.
As we're talking about exorcism movies.
Right? But yeah, no, I think that
didn't do that to your mic.
eventually I'll see the Nun 2, but
Okay.
it didn't hold it because I love Scream so much because it's so influential.
Yeah.
But I think Saw just barely edges it out for me because it was the first horror movie I saw with my parents, who were the first people to show me horror movies aside from Nightmare on Elm Street 2. It was my first true like horror movie, and I'd seen we had one of those old DVD cases or whatever you'd flip through, and you'd see all the blank CDs with Sharpie on them saying which ones were burnt or whatever. And I'd always saw the Saw ones, and I was like, oh, that's kind of creepy because it had the dismembered foot, the dismembered hand with fingers, stuff like that, you know. So I always looked forward to that, and it did not disappoint. I mean, especially the first one. It's one of the most iconic horror movies and horror movie endings of all time.
That ending, that twist is one of the best in not even just
Absolutely.
horror history, but just cinema
Absolutely.
history. The Saw franchise is actually my second favorite horror franchise. I do prefer Scream, but for the same reason you prefer Saw.
Yeah.
You know, Scream was one of the first movies I saw with my mom.
Yeah, it's just, it's so good. And it was good too because it didn't feel like it leaned so heavily into the torture porn that the later sequels do. To where, like, after a while, it felt like all the Saw movies, although it was the first to bring, that kind of movie and kind of horror element, especially near the end of the series, what was it, Saw 3D and 9 and all those, it felt like that's all they had to bring to the table. But now that we're dealing with John Kramer again and Amanda, and it feels like it's back to basics Saw, and it's so good. So good.
The most human version of John Kramer we've gotten.
Absolutely.
I am so glad that we got this movie. I mean, if you take Saw 1 out of the equation and you say, what is the perfect Saw movie?
It would be this one.
By far.
Absolutely. And
Okay.
I'm even a huge fan of Saw 2. Like, I love
Yeah.
Saw 2 as well, but this one, if Saw 1 didn't exist, this would be the best Saw movie ever.
Easy.
Absolutely.
Does Split count as a thriller?
Ooh.
I would say so.
Yeah.
I'd say so, yeah.
Split is a great movie. I was
That is-
pleasantly
I love
surprised.
Split.
That's a
I
great
watched
thriller.
I watched it the first time and I was thinking that was interesting. I need to watch it again before I think about it.
Have
Then
you
I
watched the whole trilogy?
I want to.
You need to.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
I have not finished Glass yet. I've got it.
I like Glass.
Oh, wait. You haven't watched all of Glass yet?
I have not watched it at all. I just got it a couple months ago.
I will say it is a little bit slower at first,
Yes. Yeah.
but the payoff, I know some people aren't the biggest fan of it. The payoff is so worth it.
Absolutely.
Out of the first two, I say Unbreakable. I like a little bit more than Split.
I agree. Unbreakable has a better
I need
story.
to watch Unbreakable. But yeah, for thriller, Split, Creature, Aliens, one of the best horror sequels of all time. Slashers. I love all the Scream movies, but like I said, Scream 6 is my favorite
Yeah.
of the Scream movies. So
Yeah,
I
see,
gotta
when
go
it
with
comes to
Scream 6 all the way.
Yeah, when it comes to slasher, I feel like there's none that are near as influential as Scream.
all the
was.
Scream movies
Yeah.
are fantastic,
They just
including,
really are,
including the
Danny.
third one.
It
but
inspired my horror movie.
Exactly. Yeah, like
Right.
it inspired so many. Like the whole entire purpose of Scream was to push the boundaries and show all the horror movies of that time, saying, "Hey, you're all doing this.
right,
Yeah.
Do something
Scream,
different."
Scream 6 is
And then people did, and that's why we didn't have another Scream movie after Scream 3 for so long. Is
Yeah.
because once we started in that caught loop again, they were like, "Hey, we're
Yeah.
starting to see this a lot."
But Scream 6 is so good.
Oh, it is.
Such a
Absolutely
great
it is.
movie.
I would say Slasher. I'd say Halloween is definitely the influential of the. It's what's Texas Chainsaw to extend, but not as much as Halloween.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'd say Halloween. Nightmare on Elm Street brought a whole different element to it.
Yeah, that was so. Nightmare on Elm Street, in my opinion, the main thing it brought to it was a little bit of suspense, not
Yeah.
a lot, but a little
And more of a fantasy element.
fantasy element, and eventually, after the second and third, it became the legacy that is spoof
Yeah.
horror.
And it also introduced Johnny Depp.
Yes, which we can't thank enough for.
Yeah. So I'd say Scream, Nightmare, and Halloween. Possession, I'm going to go a little bit different. I won't watch it again, but The Conjuring is definitely one of the highlights. Sinister.
Oh, such a good movie. I love. After Moon Knight, I was pretty sure that Ethan Hawke was gonna get to that top 10 ranking for
Yeah.
me in actors, and then I started watching some of his other movies. Black Phone was one of them.
I've not finished that
Yes.
yet.
Such a
Yes.
good movie.
Oh,
Black Phone was one that
I
really
met
pushed
Gwen.
it. Did you really?
I did.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Black Phone was one of the movies that pushed it, and then Sinister. Sinister has a special place because it's actually the first horror movie that my girlfriend brought to me that I hadn't seen yet.
Okay.
Very cool.
Because we love watching horror movies
Yeah.
together.
Let
It
me,
was so good.
let me tell you, going from watching it on DVD like several years ago and forgetting all about it, watching it on a 30-inch TV on
Oh,
DVD,
yeah.
going to that projector screen with surround
Oh,
sound.
I bet. Yeah, we
That
watched
was
it on a projector as well.
terrifying.
Yeah, we watched it on a projector as well, especially because it deals with the projector. in
Yeah,
some
yeah,
episodes.
that made
it
so
Oh
much
my
worse.
God, it was so good.
The last one, nobody's mentioned yet. Exorcism of Emily Rose.
Ooh. Okay. Okay.
Interesting.
It goes back to a line from one of my favorite songs. The song is called "The Witching Hour." It's by a band called My Heart to Fear.
Okay.
If demons exist, then God does too. So I feel like that kind of deals with that because it's kind of like a trying to prove God exists type thing. So I feel like it's a really interesting movie.
Yeah.
And then monsters. Everybody knows I'm going to go Alien.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'd also say The Thing.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'd say Frankenstein.
It's just iconic horror.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
I haven't seen that. I haven't seen the original Frankenstein, but like it's still one you go to.
Yeah.
But like Alien and The Thing, yeah, like
Yeah, it's just Boris Karloff is a horror icon. He's up there
Yes.
with Elvira and Vincent Price. Like he's fucking huge.
although I don't know Jaws too,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
Aliens
I
in
need to watch Jaws.
Alien is in the top
What's
50
that?
movies of all time on IMDb. So that it's for any kind of horror, it's rare to get that high up on a rating for like a IMDb score.
I keep forgetting to watch Jaws. I love Steven Spielberg. I keep forgetting to watch.
But that's what I got.
I need to watch that for sure.
Yeah, I think my official listing for my 3, because I didn't have creature, because I had thriller, suspense, I had slasher, and I had possession. Because this is historical, not modern.
Right.
Because if it was modern again, we do elevated for Jordan Peele alone.
Yeah.
I'd say thriller, suspense. That would probably be Alien, even though I don't have creature, just because it was one of the biggest true like suspense.
Yeah, that
like,
first Alien, like the
it was
suspense was
absolutely.
Yeah.
It was so well
That's
done.
why it's so scary.
Yeah, right. And like that's my thing to where I feel like honestly, as long as it wasn't really corny, you could put any kind of creature in place of the xenomorph,
Yeah.
and it would do just as well.
Yeah.
Like the xenomorph is scary, don't get me wrong.
Right.
And it's definitely a part of what helped Alien become what it was. But the suspense was so well done; it could have been done with any creature.
That's why the
whatsoever.
movie's so scary. It wasn't. Jump thrills are great.
Right.
But some if you overdo them, they're cheap.
Well, the xenomorph itself wasn't even in most of the film.
Right. It was just the build up, and it
Right.
just made people panic.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised how much I loved that film.
So yeah, I think suspense that would be Alien. When it comes to slasher, I have to do Scream. Just because of how much I like them. Halloween is definitely absolutely up there.
Yeah.
But when it comes to Scream, I think it's just overall the influence it's had on so many different genres, not just the slasher genre, is what kind of edges it out for me.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to possession, I gotta say Annabelle Creation. I like it more than the Conjuring movies, and that's why.
Okay.
The Conjuring movies definitely probably have a little bit more of an influence overall, but personally, I just love Annabelle Creation more than the others, so that's where I gotta go for it.
Okay. So yeah, I guess we'll wrap up this episode real quick. This has been a night. This episode this will only be on YouTube, so you can see every crazy thing that happened.
Yes.
Remember to like, subscribe, comment if you're brave enough after all this. We wouldn't blame you if you never listen again, but please listen again.
And
he did it again.
I won't be on for a while because I'm on and off for college and stuff like that. But I'm sure if you stalk them hard enough, you'll find my Twitter interacting with them. That's where I do. I'll do some of my theory stuff a lot more on there. So if you're interested in hearing that from me more, shameless self plug. But also because I interact with them and I plan on joining them more permanently when I have the time to. So yeah.
And next week we will be going over Paul's first Harvest premiere.
Woo!
And also we're going to go back to these same genres next week and look at some of the worst big budget entries into these genres.
Oh, I want to be there for that. Crap.
So we're not talking in like horror movies that nobody's ever heard of. We're going to look at the bad sequels and stuff like that.
Oh, man. I wish I could be there for that, but of course, I get to find out if I'm going to have a niece or nephew.
Yeah. I think we can all agree. We know what's on the list. Halloween Resurrection.
Yeah.
But that is all we have for tonight.
Thanks for watching this crazy episode. Bye. God bless.
I have no.
Oh, my heavens. That was
What was that?
Oh, my
I want to apologize.